predictions of what is going to happen for our lab tomorrow. We have a front and a back side to this paper. So what we need to do is we need to fill out the front of it, we need to create our little diagram, and we need to write at least one sentence for our prediction on the back side. You have a question?
Is this going to be graded?
Yes, this is graded. This is a lab assignment, so it is graded. So my friends, it says initial model of mass loss in the cup with no lid. Develop a model to answer the question. It says what is happening to the liquid water that can explain why the mass of the cup system decreases over time. So if you have a highlighter, you may highlight that. If you don't, I just recommend underlining it. But this is an important question, so go ahead and put a box around it, highlight it, whatever you need to do. It says, draw a zoomed in view of the surface of hot water in a cup with no lid. What you draw should show what you picture is going on at a scale much smaller than you can see. That would help answer the question above. Also, I would like for us to please underline this part in parentheses right here, at a scale much smaller than you can see. I want you to put an arrow somewhere, pointing at it. I want you to say micro scale. Because remember, when we are looking at something in its smallest parts, we are looking at it on a micro scale. It says, use pictures, symbols, and words to represent what you think is happening and include a key. So it says key right here. We have our little box. Who knows what a key is? What is a key? Is it sort of like a little
Guide? Kind of like a little guide to like help you understand like key details.
like a guide with key details, maybe. It is a guide, but a guide for what? We're figuring out with our key. To open the door, maybe. What do you think? It's a key. It's right here. We're going to use context clues, right? We're going to draw something in here, and then we need a key to tell us what. It's a guide for what? Jason.
So we're gonna draw a key like a
No, not quite. What is a key? Anybody know? Yeah. Okay, a guide with answers maybe. So a key, guys, is something that tells us what our symbols mean in a picture. So for example, if you have a map, a lot of times the map will have what's known as a key. A key is something that tells us what the symbols in our drawing mean. A map will have a key. A map tells you like a red line, a blue line, a green line. They mean various things, right? So in this scenario, you might have circles, you might have squiggles, you might have arrows, you might have lines. You're gonna tell me what each of those things mean in your key. Now remember, this little dot right here is this big circle. So this is the zoomed in version of what's happening at the surface of the water, right? Yes, at a micro scale. It says use your model to make a prediction. If we left this system out in the room overnight, do you think the system would have the same amount of water in it tomorrow as it does right now? How about a week later? Why? So, I am going to give you guys about 5 minutes to fill in this circle and your key. What's very important for this though, is I need us to keep in mind that this will be used tomorrow as well, right? This is gonna be used for our lab. So, we need to either write, you can write in purple, you can write in blue, you can write in pencil, you can write in black, or you can write in gray. But pink, green, red, these are all colors to avoid because they're too bright. Like lighter purples, that's also something to avoid because it's too bright. So you will have to write in a base color because we're gonna go over it, we're gonna add all of our stuff, and then tomorrow, when we do our lab, we are going to, no, take your hand up. We are going to add our new stuff to it. So we're gonna put things like what actually happened with the water and so on and so forth. So, you're gonna give us about, what are you guys saying, 5 or 3 minutes? Can we do this in 3 minutes?
4. 5.
We'll do 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. Go ahead and start now writing your models. What's up, Stanley? So you're drawing a model, and you're gonna tell me, like, in the model what's happening at the surface of the water. So what's happening in this tiny dot right here? But zoom in.
What do you think, Jason? Yeah, that's perfect. That looks really good. Yeah, so you have to tell me what are those little dots and arrows? What do they symbolize? So tell me that in your key. What happened? So it's your particles? Okay, so you have to tell me in the key, like draw a picture of a dot and then a line that tells me that that's your particles. So you do dot, line, particles. Does that make sense? Like how you write it. You draw a picture of a dot and then a hyphen and then you say particles because that's what your dots mean.
Wait, what's a hyphen?
A hyphen is a dash. Like a yeah. Mhm. Yep. Give me 1 second. No, highlight is fine. You can just like highlight. No, it's just if you're right. Love that Jacob and Brooke are using their keys and they're making sure to use lots of symbols. Love the highlighting that I'm seeing. Excellent. The keys for our symbols. What's up? Just tell me. What model? What model? This model. So you're telling me what's happening at the surface of the water. So this tiny dot right here, that's what the big dot is zoomed in. So what's happening at the surface of the water? And it's remember it's a hot beverage and it doesn't have a lid. Yes. So now you know what the symbols mean. So this is perfect, but just like an arrow from my key. I would, yeah, so because then I know that that's there, that's water. You can leave it if you want, you just gotta draw an arrow from your key over here so I know that that's there. Good job. What's up, Jason? Yeah, perfect, like that. Got it. Excellent. Also, my friends, remember on the back there's a sentence that you need to write. So your sentence on the back would say something like, what is our question? Model, make prediction, da, da, da. If we were to leave,
Right there on top of it.
I would do this on the back on your lines. So on the back of the paper, you guys will notice you have a lot of lines. You don't have to fill those all in today. We're gonna fill out the rest tomorrow. But today you are gonna write your 1 sentence prediction explanation. Yes. Evaporation. Sound it out. Jason. Yeah. Yeah. You do not need to fill in all the lines though. If we were to leave the cup out without a lid, overnight, I think that blank. And you're gonna tell me what you think would happen with the cup. Or, sorry, not with the cup, with the water, the liquid. What's gonna happen with the liquid? Will it evaporate? Will it condense? Will it fall over? I don't know. What do you think is gonna happen with that? Tell me on the paper.